I'm so excited to announce that I'm going to test out coaching services because I've seen a lot of positive change in my own life. I've learned a lot about law of assumption and manifestation, and I feel like I've given good advice to my own friends and family. So I thought, why not use something that I'm passionate about to make it a source of income and help other people. It's just the best of both worlds. So if you are interested in coaching services, getting some one-on-one help from me and just discussing the, potential services I have, like email, Instagram DM coaching, and if you have any specific questions or issues, I'd love to help. So all the pricing information, everything is on my Instagram, which is LOA Coaching, linked right here. And then you can also email me with just questions if you are interested, or if you'd like me to make a full video, let me know. But I just thought I'd announce that because I'm very excited and nervous, and we'll just see how it goes.
Hi guys, today's going to be a video all about your SP and getting a specific person. So just to kind of clarify that doesn't mean it has to be a romantic partner or boyfriend or girlfriend. Of course, that's usually what SP refers to and what most of us are manifesting, but it can also be any type of relationship you have with anyone. Literally, it can be a teacher, a friend, your parent, literally anyone that you have a relationship with. It just means person, like you have a specific person in mind that you want to manifest something from them or with them. So that is literally what SP means, but I'm going to apply it more generally in a romantic context, but obviously the same rules apply in, any situation. You would just maybe change the wording of the affirmations and just literally the content of the methods that I'm going to suggest to you guys. So please do thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoy these type of videos, if you want more law of assumption content from me. I do currently have a bit of a blocked nose, so please just ignore my voice if it sounds a little weird today. Hopefully it doesn't come up too much on camera, but yeah, please do thumbs up and subscribe because it would mean a lot to me, and I'm definitely going to be doing more manifestation, law of assumption content, so let's just get into it. So first point is that you really just don't want to focus on trying to find reasons why your SP, hasn't given you what you want, basically. So stop trying to be like, oh, this is a transition, this is a purge. And that's advice I recently picked up from Sammy Ingram on one of her recent videos. And I am obviously applying my own learnings and opinion, advice, personal experience into this. But this is based on kind of how I was inspired by Sammy Ingram, because she was also saying in a recent video, you can't be focusing and labeling things, being like, oh, this is a transition, this is a purge, they're not messaging me because the 3D hasn't conformed. That isn't necessarily negative, and it's not like you're ruining your manifestation, you're just delaying it because you're putting a label and statement on your current 3D situation by claiming that it is a purge or the 3D is delayed, there's a lag in the 3D conforming, which, that may be true and that may make sense in a manifestation law of assumption context. It's not like you're completely wrong, but you can change it regardless of that. You can actually not even acknowledge that and just prevent the delay. That doesn't necessarily mean you suddenly change your story and then the next morning, you get your SP conforming for you and committing to you. It will just mean that you'll prevent that extra delay. You'll get more into that kind of end result, end goal mindset of already having what you want. So that kind of ties into the whole concept of what I want to advise you guys on. It's basically just don't find these methods and words and descriptions for your current situation. Just get into the kind of thinking from the end mindset. Just believe that, not believe because you don't have to believe, and it might take a little bit of time to get to believing it, but just think and assume and tell yourself constantly that you already have it. SP is already mine. SP already committed to me. SP loves me and gives me everything I want all the time. It's always been that way. Do not be like to your manifestation buddy, to your friends, just to yourself in your own mind. Don't say, oh, this is just a purge, like the 3D is so negative right now, he ignored me, he blocked me because, I'm going through a purge, it's just my old thoughts, old mindset coming out. Don't label that, because first of all, that's not positive experience. That's negative. No one has to or wants to go through a purge, right? You don't have to go through a negative, earth-shattering 3D experience in order to get to the good stuff. And that's another kind of limiting societal belief that we've been taught, that, you know, things get really tough before they get good. You have to work so hard and really push yourself in order to get something good. That's rubbish. You don't have to believe that. That doesn't have to be true in your life. Literally just decide. There's no purge. Purge doesn't exist in my reality. A transition period doesn't exist in my reality. I immediately get what I want perfectly and completely. SP is mine right now, and that's the way it's been as soon as I decided I wanted him. So tell yourself things like that. You can turn into a little rampage, which was one of my previous recommendations from a previous video of little techniques you can do to manifest, and specifically for self-concept. But in relation to an SP, if you're really struggling to focus on the positives and get into that thinking from the end mindset, then just rampage. Just set your phone on a 5-minute timer, for example, and just do a little rampage. Just say, he's mine right now, the 3D has conformed, everything is perfect, everything is positive, he loves me, 3D only shows me positive things exactly as I want them to be. Things immediately go from good to better. Because as Sammy advises us, if you do watch her, then you'll know this is obviously one of her main pieces of advice in recent months. You create your own rules. You don't have to subscribe to anybody else's rules or Neville Goddard's rules or nothing. There's nothing set in stone in law of assumption other than your thoughts and beliefs over time, and your dominant assumptions and beliefs manifest. Other than that, there's no rule. You don't have to affirm for a certain amount of time. Obviously, just logically and generally, there's no downside to affirming for a really long time. You can affirm for 5 hours a day. That, I think, genuinely, that will only benefit you. As long as you're not doing it from like a really negative, sad, anxious state, I think it can literally only benefit you in every way. Like, the more you affirm, the better it will be, but you don't have to. You can still get a really good result and get your manifestation by only affirming 5 minutes a day. It's just about creating that mindset and assumption and telling yourself, you know what? I am so powerful and in control, and I decide everything that happens in my reality, that I can affirm for my SP only 5 minutes today, and he's still mine. He's still conforming. He's still committed to me, or she. He, she, whatever, I just say he, because for me my SP would be a he. But yeah, so literally you create the rules. You don't have to follow any specific set of guidelines. So yeah, don't be like, oh, this is a transition, this is a purge. Oh, this other person was, you know, they were talking about their own experience and they went through a really negative period. Maybe that's normal. No, you decide for yourself what you want. You decide how it goes. If you are currently going through something negative and you think, yeah, but I am going through something that seems to be the purge, like a purge in my reality, just immediately flip it. Be like, you know what? No, it's ended. It never happened. Everything from this second onwards is perfect. You know, they only speak to me kindly. They tell me exactly what I want to hear. Like, SP is repeating my affirmations back to me perfectly. Like, he has conformed. This is working. Just do that. It's kind of a mental diet. Essentially, if you are trying to label it and focus on the negative events in the 3D and try and control it too much by saying, okay, you know, this is what my experience is and that's why it's negative. Just ignore it. Ignore your 3D reality and do a mental diet. Just literally flip whatever negative thoughts are coming into your mind, and the logical conscious mind is trying to label things and, you know, keep you safe by saying, yeah, but this is what you're going through, it's negative because of this, look how negative it is. Just flip the thought. Basically, it's a mental diet. Do a rampage. That's also a mental diet because you're flipping anything negative and just focusing on the positive. Loop your affirmations. Just do whatever feels natural to you, whatever feels best to you. This is just my advice. Things like rampaging help lift your mood, help in the moment, I think, flip your thoughts into a more positive direction. Yeah, loop your affirmations, whatever naturally for you feels good. Even if it's just sitting down and doing a guided meditation, you can do that. There are, like I said, there are no rules. Meditations, aren't necessarily going to be the most powerful type of manifestation tool, but if they're going to calm your mind down and help you focus in a more positive direction instead of freaking out over a potential purge that you're going through, then just do that, whatever works. I personally prefer looping affirmations. I think when I do like a good 20 minutes, that's what helps me the most personally. But I also sometimes just like to do a little rampage, a little quick mental diet where I'm like, you know, putting my ego in its place and just looping something really positive for a little bit. And also I haven't told myself, oh, it's a purge, it's a transition. I'm quite good with my mental diet where I can almost straight away recognize that I'm thinking something negative or I'm trying to label something that doesn't need to be labeled and trying to control and analyze the 3D, then I'll immediately be like, no, everything is perfect, he's mine, SP is mine, whatever, like whatever the manifestation is, like I have this job, of course the job is mine, of course I'm rich, whatever it is, I will just kind of flip it straight away. So yeah, basically you just want to get into that mindset of already having it, which is basically repeating your affirmation back to yourself, having a little positive inner conversation, doing a little positive rampage. You can, you know, do it with just your SP affirmations. To summarize, you want to kind of completely ignore the 3D. Anything in the 3D with your SP that isn't showing you what you want, any personal experience you've had in relation to your SP that was negative, any conversation with them that was negative, completely ignore. Only accept and focus on the positive things in your 3D, and otherwise go internally, loop your affirmations, rampage, do whatever you need to do to get back into that positive mindset. Think positive thoughts, get back on track with your mental diet, just flip those thoughts. If you do try and label things and are stuck in that kind of 3D mindset, again, mental diet is your best friend, but like I said, literally whatever works best for you. I can't say, you know, looping your affirmations for 20 minutes is gonna make you feel better and get your mind kind of back on track and out of that negative loop that you've been in. But yeah, whatever works for you is what is going to help you stay on track, prevent the delay, and just help the process and the journey and the steps of manifesting your SP become a lot quicker and a lot easier. So I do hope you guys enjoyed. It was a relatively simple video. There's not much to it beyond you should already be doing mental diet, affirmations, you know, just keeping your thoughts as positive as possible, basically. So that is my advice. Do let me know if you'd like more videos specifically about the SP topic or any other type of law of assumption videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!